But even though I had like a little bit of culture shock and disappointment, maybe the disappointment is more of because I had like really, really high expectations. So it was
Mm-hmm.
kind of like, oh, it turns out that it's not like always 100% happy. I mean, of course, I didn't like expect it to be 100% happy, but maybe this the disappointment came from things like small things like uh, I have to be like alone like every night, and
Yes,
then I have to think about maybe
not
things
be
that I
able to.
didn't, yeah, things that I didn't think about before, like vehicles.
Yeah,
I mean, for the first couple of weeks, I didn't have any vehicles, like a car, a motorcycle. I didn't have anything, so
yeah,
I went everywhere through maybe Gojek or
yeah,
Grab and things like that, like online car services.
yeah.
And I had to think about like the money, like I keep on uh
Yes,
yeah,
especially we're a college student, like
yeah, like
mm,
you don't have money.
tight. Money is a bit tight, honey.
Yeah, that is so true. Like I have to just, you know, we need money. Like everywhere we go for like food, for transportation, for like just
Yeah, that's true.
yeah. So maybe that's kind of the disappointment that I felt, but then I started getting used to it. Like, of course, I started getting used to everything, and I accepted that this is my daily life right now. And then I went through this acceptance stage where I learn from the new situation that I'm in. So
Yeah,
I
same though,
believe,
because like
yeah,
um when I first got here, obviously it's a bit overwhelming, and then now I kind of like get used to it. The fact that I need to walk for like 20 minutes to university, because like in Indo, I mean in Jakarta, we don't really walk. And
that is
then
true.
yeah, and then now that I'm here, I kind of like walk everywhere, and then buses, and then trains, DLR.
Hmm.
It's a
Yeah.
bit like, yeah, it's a bit weird, the difference,
Mhm.
because like we don't really need to use like maps in Indo,
Yeah,
and
because
then
we know we know
yeah,
like where
because
everywhere is.
no, not really, because in Indo we have like Gojek and
Oh
taxi or
yeah,
whatever, like they know that we want to go there, and they're just like they're doing that thing, and we don't even have to look uh where we at right now, right? But in here,
yeah.
like every minute when you go out, it's just me and my Google Maps. But now I
Thank
kind of
God
like
for
it.
Google Maps, right?
Yes, shout out to Google Maps. But now it's just, yeah, I kind of like get used to it. So like I do know, like now obviously I've been here for a month, and I don't know, today 25 days. So
Hmm.
now I kind of like, I know where I'm going. I know that I shouldn't take this bus. I shouldn't take this trains
Hmm.
because
Yeah, yeah,
I do, I do get lost, and it's just a little bit confusing. Obviously, this is not my country, so it's a little bit scary and
yeah.
like that, yeah. And then everyone is just like, I mean, everyone here is they're just they just don't care about people. They're just very
Hmm.
different. Like in Indo, if you got lost, you can just like ask someone, and they'll be like, they're really helpful. But in here, they're just like they don't even like look you in the eye. Like if you're, like it's
Yeah, they
just
have their own lives and things like that, right?
yeah, they don't care. Like mind your own business.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the thing though. So yeah, we have to be careful. We have to like watch out everything. That's the thing. I think yeah, that's one of the different here in Indo.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's I kind of like I went to a acceptance phase too, of course,
Hmm.
and kind of get used to it. Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, of course, we develop an understanding of like the rules and norms in both of
yeah,
our environment. I mean, in London and in Bandung, and I guess for me personally, I'm no longer afraid to explore new places alone because
yeah,
at first, of course, I'm like really cautious. Like, what if maybe locals know that you're not supposed to go through like maybe this route during this kind of hours because maybe there's a lot of like weird people or weird things
Yeah.
that could
Yeah.
happen, and I don't know those stuff. So, um, yeah, but through this acceptance stage, I try to like know more. I try to make myself like braver to
Yeah.
go to like new places, especially alone, because
Mhm.
even back home, I just rarely go places alone, because my
Yeah.
mom's usually scared that something would happen and things like that. I mean, of course, like, usual parent stuff.
Yeah. Parent stuff.
Yeah, and here
Mhm.
I could really understand what it felt like to be alone. And I mean, when I say alone, it's like positively like alone but not lonely. Like I get
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
experience it by myself, which is really fun, it turns out, because I never really go out alone, and turns out it's really fun. And yeah,
Yeah.
and I feel like I'm more social with other people and more open, and yeah, many more.
That was a fun little chat. To hear the full story, check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and more.
And don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, and turn on your notification bell. Au revoir. Bye.